Hey, Ray. Hey, humble thinker. Just hop right into it. Alright, it's Protoss.
Not enough minerals.
Nope.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Yay. CC first.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Alright, so we can throw up a scout by
Not
hiding this
enough
stuff over here.
minerals. Insufficient Vespine gas. Command center upgrade complete. Not enough minerals.
Yeah.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Add-on complete. Command center upgrade. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required.
Oh. That's me lagging, isn't it?
Not enough minerals. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Base is under attack. Additional supply depots required.
I can't build here.
There's an oracle. Let's get that there.
Additional supply depots required. Research complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Base is under attack. Research complete.
Ugh.
Not enough energy. Insufficient Vespine gas. Insufficient Vespine gas. Not enough minerals. Upgrade complete. Command center upgrade complete. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Yeah.
Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
No third base there. Interesting.
Add-on. Research Upgrade complete. Add-on complete. Upgrade complete. Add-on complete. Additional supply depots. Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted. Not enough. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Unacceptable landing zone. Not enough. Mineral field depleted. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Additional supply depots required. Mineral field depleted. Additional supply depots required.
Mayday! Mayday!
Additional supply depots required. Base is under attack.
Replay saved.
Yeah, Adam. And we got full vision on the map too. One thing I was concerned about is if he secretly took this gold base. Other than that, it just looked like I was so far ahead of him. I'm guessing from the start of the game. Let's see what he does in reaction to seeing 2 SCVs leave. And nothing in my main. Oh, he didn't really scout. Just the lack of a barracks. Okay, now he's looking. Interesting. Oh my gosh. That's kind of good to know. If he heads to this gold, he won't spot me. So he did get a shield batteries, Kono boosting his stalker. Still no second gateway though, so it doesn't look like he's committing too hard to the defense. Stargate. Yeah, so he didn't really overreact at all. But I still went command center first and forced out a shield battery. So that's something. Oracle didn't get any kills. I guess I should scan. Like when I had the Oracle lockdown over here, I should scan to make sure I ensure the kill. It's probably worth it. Otherwise he can just fly over a terrain blocker and then I lose him. Not sure if he caught any vision of the third though. He did. He's been croning probes pretty hard. Going double Colossus is pretty bad though. He has no idea what tech he's up against. Even his observer that went to my main base didn't find my production. Worker kills, though it's not a big deal at this point in the game. Unless he's not making more workers. Looks like he's sitting at 56. And then we take a fight. Army size is about equal. I have 1-1 upgrades. I think I did like an anti-timing. Yeah. The fight's going to end and then I'll have my 2-2. But yeah, like 4 Immortals and 3 Colossi. Not going to help much versus Mass Starport. So if he just didn't make a stupid composition, I think he was actually in fine shape this game. I'm actually surprised I get so little reaction with that mind game I do with the hidden command center. I've seen Protosses who expand before building a single gateway unit after scouting nothing in my main base and 2 SCVs leaving my main. That's just wild. But I would have thought a second gateway would have been pretty standard when they scout that, and it's actually pretty rare.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Don't know how that works. Looks kind of small, actually. Maybe I could have done that with 2 structures.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Maybe I still can. Maybe that's fine. I don't even know.
Not enough minerals.
I think that's okay. I don't think you can jump with like that, right? Because these 2 barriers here. It's really hard to tell terrain stuff, though.
Command center upgrade complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Okay.
Command center upgrade complete. Complete. Not enough minerals. Research complete. Not enough minerals. Add-on complete.
Not much going on here. Need depot soon, right? Oh yeah, 48.
Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Upgrade complete.
I can't build here.
Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespine gas. Additional supply depots required. Our SCVs are under attack. Required. Additional. Additional supply depots required. Not enough energy. Command center upgrade complete. Insufficient Vespine gas. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade complete. Command center upgrade complete.
I can't build here.
Not enough minerals. Base is under Not attack. Enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Base is under attack. Additional supply depots required. Add-on. Additional supply depots. Base is under attack. Complete. Insufficient. Add-on complete. Additional supply. Insufficient Vespine gas. Additional supply depots required. Command center upgrade complete.
This vessel requires
Insufficient Vespine gas.
This vessel requires assistance.
Upgrade complete. Additional.
This vessel requires assistance.
Additional supply depots required.
This vessel requires assistance.
Mineral field depleted. Your forces are under research complete. Your forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Your forces are under attack.
I'm not sure how well he's doing
Insufficient
economically.
Vespine gas.
But if he's doing well economically, I
Mineral
might not be in
field
good shape here.
depleted. Additional supply depots. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under Additional. Your forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Vespene geyser exhausted. Your forces are under attack. Mineral field. Vespene geyser. Your forces are under attack. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Vespene geyser exhausted. Insufficient Vespene gas.
Low on health, unfortunately.
Additional supply depots. Not enough energy. Not enough energy.
This vessel requires
Not enough energy.
It's gonna hurt. Too low on energy.
Field insufficient Vespene gas. Mineral field depleted. Your forces are under attack. Your forces upgrade are under attack. Vespene geyser exhausted. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Insufficient Vespene gas. Insufficient Vespene gas. Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted. Insufficient Vespene gas. Insufficient Vespene gas. Your forces are under attack.
I can't build here.
Mineral field depleted. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
This vessel requires assistance.
Your forces are under attack. Base is under attack. Insufficient Vespene gas. Mineral field depleted. Command center upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted. Insufficient Vespene gas. Mineral field depleted. Insufficient Vespene. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Insufficient Vespene gas. Your forces are under insufficient Vespene gas.
It's a little bit worried when I saw you had the whole top right. Especially as the turrets were... Missile turrets were a little frustrating the way they're positioned.
Replay saved.
The siege attacks on my planetaries weren't strong at all. I think that's what hurt them the most, but out in the open... Maybe I was being too aggressive. Definitely one time I was too aggressive. I moved out with no energy, and my ravens were like half dead. I don't know how I expected to make it back home. Besides the... keeping the widow mines between me and him. I have an awkward base. I always think of like the base is lined up like this, that means he attacks from the north. But here, like the choke point's on the side. I almost feel like this turret should be like up here, and this turret should probably be like down here somewhere. Right, perpendicular to the path of entrance. Because this turret got picked off, and then it just created trouble. Okay, free reign for a Liberator. He was kind of lucky this game where he kept attacking planetaries when they were 70% done. He would attack like just in time to get damage. Not the base there, but took a lot of damage in the process. Cyclones are going to be tough to be aggressive against. It sucks that he didn't have the space. Yeah, killing Cyclones with mines is pretty good now. Yeah, this was the move out that was kind of dumb. Okay, my Ravens aren't as beaten up as I thought. They still probably have like 80% of their health in total. But the energy, it's like every Raven has 0 or 1 auto turret available. Feels like. So after doing that, I'm trying to head back home. I literally have 1 auto turret to protect me on the way home. At this point I said screw it and I flew right over the Cyclones because he's faster than me anyways, so let's at least fly towards the Widow Mines because I'm going to be dead no matter what. These attacks. I have no Raven energy and I'm still able to hold right now. I mean, honestly, he's not in a terrible spot. Distance mining SCVs over here is pretty dumb. You know, he can saturate this space, he can saturate this space. He can fly one of these off to take this space. But he's fortified this pretty well. He's got that huge turret ring up again. Doesn't have much of an income though. But he could. Like again, he has workers, he has command centers, and he has available bases. He just needs to to get it all together correctly. His army size is yeah. Looks like he got shredded pretty hard. Thrown away to planetaries, which I still haven't gone back to mining myself. Although I got the gas, that's the important part. And running through widow mines. GG. That was kind of like a drunk stepdad attack, wasn't it? Alright, TBT.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Yeah.
Our SCVs are under attack. Command center upgrade complete.
Yay. That's great.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Found out the hard way about that position.
Not enough minerals. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Starts first.
Not enough add-on. Command center upgrade complete. Not enough minerals. 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 Add-on complete. Research complete.
Alright, how are we? That's good. Just save up for command center at this point, I guess. Yay.
Not enough minerals. Not enough upgrade complete.
Fortunate timing for that scout.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
I can't build here.
Command center upgrade. Command center upgrade complete. Game paused.
Right, time to get my factories and armory. Supply looks okay. Saturates my gases. I think more or less in good shape. The only thing that's a problem is it didn't feel like he was super all in. That wasn't a ton of bio, and it came pretty late. So I think he was playing macro. And Marauders are always an issue for me. Because Planetaries and Auto Turrets both suck versus Marauders, and those are basically the only two things I have. I don't think I wouldn't mind one-shots a Marauder either.
Game resumed. Base is under attack. Command center upgrade complete. Insufficient Vespine gas. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Add-on complete. Add-on complete.
This vessel requires assistance.
add-on complete.
This vessel requires assistance.
Mineral field depleted.
Ooh, we might have seen a glimpse of me. Changing directions on him.
Additional supply depots required.
This vessel requires
Additional supply depots required. Mineral field depleted. Additional mineral field depleted. Your forces are under attack. Additional supply depot. Upgrade complete.
Clicked on the mini-map. That kinda sucks.
Mineral field depleted.
And my guys run forward.
Additional supply depots required. Mineral additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Unacceptable, Command. We are at maximum supply. Unacceptable, Command. We are at maximum supply. Mineral field depleted. Your forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Your forces mineral field depleted.
Well, this is sort of annoying, isn't it?
Your forces are under attack. Mineral field. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Your force base is under attack.
It's a little blind camera in this game too.
Upgrade complete. Base is under attack. Command center upgrade complete.
this vessel requires assistance.
Base is under attack.
This vessel requires assistance.
Vespene geyser exhausted.
This vessel requires
Our SCVs are under attack.
This vessel requires assistance.
Our base is under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Base is under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Our SCVs are under attack.
There's something in the way. I can't build here.
Your forces are under attack. Base is under attack. Mineral field.
This vessel requires assistance.
Mineral field depleted.
This vessel requires assistance.
Base is under attack. Additional supply depots required. Base is under
That
attack.
sucks. I thought that would work.
Your forces are under attack. Base is under attack.
This vessel requires
He's looking back there.
That's the negatory. Block.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack. Command center upgrade complete. Command center upgrade complete. Vespine geyser exhausted. Base is under attack.
I wasn't expecting him to get my base, but
Command center upgrade complete.
I think that's okay
Vespine geyser
because
exhausted.
he really shouldn't be getting my base. He needs to play defense. He's not.
Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted.
Yeah, it's pretty dead.
Base is under attack.
Replay saved.
Yeah, new Marauders would be an issue. They can kind of kill planetaries at will. I'm really surprised he might go the ghost over here, because I just saw him stutter step some bio this way. So I thought he wouldn't be looking. Yeah, like bio and then tanks, then ghosts. Yeah, like right there. It's microing this up here, so I thought for sure he wasn't walking back that way. He's all over that though. I mean, we didn't really lose much, and we killed all of his ghosts, which is nice. I did lose all of my energy though, so I'm sure I need all his EMPs.
Base is under attack.
Yeah, not a single foot of mine went off.
Can't hold them alone.
Yeah, just noticed quickly.
Our base is under attack.
No, that's huge. Every medevac I kill is a big deal. So you're both basically not producing anymore. Which means my army is all free with auto turrets, and his army is all free from being able to repair through medevacs. Yeah, so I can just... There's like 3 medevacs that'll die to splash damage if I can just get one of them off. Yeah, it's not getting them. Oh, there we go. That was a money one. Oh, I actually got one of his medevacs somewhere earlier. Nice. Tank friendly fire. Yeah, maybe. I mean, auto turrets are 2x2. Which means the first entire cell of splash damage won't hit any ghosts. But Yeah, probably the third layer of splash damage if we get him. Where are we playing?
Not enough minerals.
Otas.
Not enough minerals. 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 Not enough minerals.
Come on.
Base is under attack. Command center upgrade
Didn't get the
complete.
invade, did we?
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Command center upgrade complete. Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Add-on complete.
Still not out yet. I'm gonna skip it then.
Base is under attack. Research complete. Additional supply. Not enough minerals. Base is under attack. Insufficient Vespine gas. Add-on complete. Research complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required. Command center upgrade. Not enough in. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Add-on complete. Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete. Add-on complete.
Yeah, Adam.
Replay saved.
You made some really strange choices. Like, he was behind from the start of the game. Then he lost a whole bunch of stalkers. And then he went every tech route at home. Like Stargates, Blink, and upgrades. Then he spammed his bases with defense. And after all those things, he thought he was ahead and he could take a fight at my planetary. Like, it's like you're behind in like 6 different ways, man. You need to like be trying to survive on your side of the map. I guess he didn't know about the Vikings, so maybe he thought he could just come with less army and the Void Rays would kill the Banshees or something. I don't even remember canceling this. Which probably means I didn't. Okay. So that's when this was happening. Yeah, so my planetaries, my command center is done and my planetary is done before he even placed his Nexus. He gets some damage though, not a ton. How many workers has he killed? 2. Not great. And then I just killed what? 2 sentries and 4 stalkers or something along those lines. Two sentries, 3 stalkers, 4 stalkers, yeah. So I feel like everything he did fine was at this point forward, except attacking. He's like, okay, let me take my 3rd really quick. Let me spam stack defense to stay alive. I mean, this seems like overkill. Double battery in your main base. Doesn't even give you the cloak detection. Right, so that way you can get ahead, or try to get ahead economically while surviving with stack defense. But like, even though I have to build 1,000,000 starports, like, my army size is just gonna be so much better than his. Maybe he thought he killed a bunch of Banshees when I did that little poke there. Maybe he thought he had to counterattack because I killed a handful of workers. I don't know. I mean, technically his army is bigger than mine. 1-1 versus 0-0 though. And a planetary and SCDs. His name is Captain Punch and he's like gay as AIDS. Here you go. He had AIDS of the brain. I think I might want to try versus Protoss. Like, say his scouts, instead of hiding my planetary, maybe I want to place in front of him. I wonder if in this 8 worker start, I'd actually be It would be good for me if you went all in versus my PF
Not
expand.
enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I think I want to try out his not injure blocking. Versus Zerg. Maybe even bring back the old feint push with the SCVs and a handful of
Not
Marines.
enough minerals.
Used to do that.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
How do I do this? Got some extra minerals, so gas first, I guess. A little gas, and then command center, or then barracks. I mean, not sure how this works without the NGB block.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Yeah, this way's better.
Not enough minerals. 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 Command center upgrade complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Acceptable landing zone. Upgrade complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade complete. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots.
I couldn't figure out why I had an extra marine.
Research complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I can't build here.
Add-on complete. Add-on complete. Add-on complete. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Mayday! Mayday!
Not enough minerals.
We could use some help here.
Insufficient Vespene gas. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I have no marines over here. No STs over here.
We could use some help here.
Not enough minerals. Upgrade complete. Research complete. Insufficient Vespene gas. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Alright, let's see what happens.
Command center upgrade complete. Insufficient Vespene gas. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Mineral field completed. Command center upgrade complete. Your forces are under attack. Additional supply depots. Our SCVs are under attack. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Base is under attack. Our
Brood Lords?
SCVs are under attack. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots. Not enough energy. Not enough additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Mineral additional supply depots required. Mineral field depleted. Your forces are under attack. Additional supply depots. Mineral field depleted. Additional supply depots required.
I can't build here.
Mineral additional supply depots required. Vespene geyser exhausted. Additional supply depots.
This vessel requires assistance.
Vespene geyser exhausted. Your forces are under attack. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted. Upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted.
This vessel requires assistance.
Your forces are under attack.
Got any extra
Additional
firepower?
supply depots required.
The economy's kind of trash right now.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply. Your forces are under attack.
This vessel requires assistance.
It's heating up out here.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
This vessel requires assistance.
Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted. Our SCVs are under attack.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
This vessel requires assistance.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Your forces are under attack. Base is under attack. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Base is under attack.
I can't build here.
Not enough energy. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Add-on complete.
I can't build here.
Our SCVs are under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Base is under attack. Your forces are under attack.
I'm in a heap of trouble.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
I just win this, right?
It's heating up out here.
Base is under attack. Your forces are under attack.
I think I forgot to blink. Jesus Christ. I just tried right out. This could be a tough meta for
Replay
me.
saved.
Even if Zerg's economy gets nerfed, which seems to be inevitable, since they're clearly number one. I mean, I guess it depends how they do it. If they still get to keep the extra larva, and they get nerfed in some other way, then Ling Bane is more prevalent, which I like, but Ling Bane into Ultralisk is also more prevalent, especially with how good Microbial Shroud is now. And Ultra is always... that might be the toughest thing for me to face. Luckily, he didn't really get many Ultras. But even like 2 or 3 was basically making his hiders invulnerable, because they would just soak up all the damage. I want to see how the start went without the Injube block. Well, he was aggressive at the start. So pretty macro-oriented. Pool first. 6 lanes, actually. Yeah, he's not really exploding in terms of economy. Like, he never got more than 10 workers ahead of me. I'm not sure if that's just because he's bad or because of that's just the reality of the 8 worker start. Yeah, I think I mean, it's hard to say off of one game, but I'm going to keep trying the no Injube block. Because I kind of forgot, like, the CC first in a planetary used to be like an economic build. Now, when Legacy of the Void came out, it was so easy to expand that putting a planetary at your natural was actually put you really far behind economically. But back in like Heart of the Swarm, if you could go CC first, even if you made a PF, it was pretty good economically. And now we're kind of more back in that era again. The Broodlords definitely caught me off guard too. I kind of got lucky with that, and that I just got to take him down for free. I mean, this looks bad, but it's probably actually incredibly good for me too. Units lost We've lost 300 more than the Zerg. And even though I lost my planetary and all my SCVs, he's now lost 2,700 more than me. So we net gained like plus 3,000 for a cost of a base. Got a couple hatcheries in return, although hatcheries don't mean too much to a Zerg who's got what, 7 hatches. We're down to 10 workers this game. It's kind of hilarious. It was actually a big deal they didn't get all these depots. It allowed me to kind of rebuild some near the very end. And not have to worry too much about elimination because I could rebuild workers. Oh, we didn't get that. Key is to take out all the structures that won't bleed to death on their own. These Hellbats are queued up on, like, this will survive, that can unburrow, the hatchery, and then the extractor. Everything else will die on its own slowly. Yeah, so everything will burn. He's actually not killing this right now. These I'm just sending to the main base. Like, this is kind of where I wanted to make my final stand, because I felt like if he came back to defend, I could probably just choke him off with auto turrets on the ramp while my Hellbats finish off his last structures. Probably should have sent one of these back here. He did have corruptors though. You shouldn't do this as a Zerg either, especially with your last worker. You wait until you're about to lose your final structure, and then you place it down. This allowed me to take it out in advance while I was clearing everything else. I think even with altars and hydras though, you probably wouldn't have been able to face the auto turrets we had left. Yeah. That's life as a Terran, right? Terran's the one race you can die with 10k in the bank.
Target acquired.
Because if they get on top of your production, then it doesn't matter how many bases you have. They're just collecting resources you can't spend. Whereas Zerg can build units from any base, and... well, I want to say Protoss can warp in at any base, but... depending how they're playing their gateways nowadays, they might be in the same spot as Terran.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I think I like the double gas before barracks. We'll do
Not
that again.
enough minerals. Not 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 enough minerals.
A little bit too much gas, huh?
Command center upgrade complete. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough energy. Additional supply depots required. Command center upgrade complete. Not enough. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I can't build here.
Yay.
Not enough mineral. Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required. Upgrade complete. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough energy. Add-on complete. Research complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough energy. Insufficient Vespine gas. Not enough.
Mayday! Mayday!
Insufficient Vespine gas. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Insufficient. Command center upgrade complete.
Yeah.
Not enough minerals. Add-on complete. Insufficient upgrade complete. Insufficient Vespine gas.
I can't build here.
Vespine gas. Command center upgrade complete. Our base is under attack.
This asset requires assistance.
We could use some help here.
Mineral field depleted. Command center upgrade complete. Your forces are under attack. Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted.
This asset requires assistance.
Our SCVs are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Command center upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack. Your forces are under attack. Our SCVs are under attack. Add-on complete. Not enough energy. Base is under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Something in the way.
Our SCVs are under attack. Our base is under attack. Mineral field depleted.
I can't build here.
Add-on complete. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Base is under attack.
No one's repairing. Nice. Nice job, Ravens.
Mineral field depleted. Your forces are under attack. Vespine geyser exhausted. Our SCVs are under attack. Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted. Your forces are under attack.
I can't build here. Got any extra firepower?
Not enough energy. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
Replay saved.
When I got aggressive with the Ravens, I need to still find time to keep expanding. Because if I'm not going to go for Hellions, which I kind of didn't do this game, I need to put all my minerals into command centers. Which turns into more bases, which turns into more gas, and then keeps me going on Ravens. Of course, as soon as I saw Vipers, I kind of threw that out the window and threw down some factories. But even still, so I gotta get better at building those command centers. Alright, so another kind of an eco pool first. Yeah, so like, I'm going CC first. Zerg is not going hatch first. Now, unfortunately, pool first also helps his economy, because that's when he starts getting injects. But at least temporarily, my worker count probably is somewhat close. I mean, they do have the larva regen now, but it's only like an extra couple workers at the start of the game. Interesting. Pillar doesn't let him see this. Yeah, so again, same pretty even in the worker count against the Zerg. It's interesting. And then I bring the fight to him. 92 workers. I only killed 6 there. A good number of Banes there, as well as a Satchery down. Yeah, if I'm going to do this pure Raven style, I think I definitely need to be aggressive like this. And I should have the extra Raven energy where it's possible to be this aggressive without running out of auto turrets. Yeah, he's just kind of distance mining right now. He's got one base here and it's main and natural. Though I'm not doing much better myself. He's remaking lots of workers. Yeah, because we killed 90 and he still has 65. I totally forgot about my upgrades. Only got the +2. Yeah, once foremost. That's funny. So I actually unhotkey the button to build medevacs. Because I figured 99% of the time I build a medevac is because of a misclick. feel like Zerg should do the same thing for Swarm Hosts. There's probably plenty of Zerg players who have never purposely built a Swarm Host before.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Yeah.
Our SCVs are under attack. Base is under attack. Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals required. Command center upgrade complete. Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Okay.
Not enough minerals. Research complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Command center upgrade complete. Not enough energy. Not enough minerals.
Interesting.
Add-on complete.
Where's my speed? I didn't get it.
Upgrade complete. Not enough energy. Upgrade complete. Add-on complete. Unacceptable landing zone. Not enough energy. Add-on complete. Additional supply depots required. Research. Additional supply depots required. Not enough energy. Command center. Additional supply depots required.
Oh, where's my engine back? Got those upgrades.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted. Not enough energy.
Okay.
Mineral field depleted. Upgrade complete. Base is under attack. Mineral field.
Mayday! Mayday!
Mineral field depleted. Command center upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted.
Yeah, Tempests are not a good Stargate choice if you're going Stargate.
Replay saved.
Yeah, if you're gonna get the double damage to structures, just go snipe the planetary. I don't know why he's going after like gas geysers and stuff. I think with Tempest, if you're gonna siege a base, you need to have forward cannons and batteries as well. Certainly has the money for it. In fact, what was he saving his money for? He's not maxed. I guess he's just short gas. But again, like, yeah. You could have 1,800 minerals worth of cannons and batteries here. That'd be harder to charge into. Really thought he would have had this base by now. Because you definitely take this one before this one. And I know for a fact he didn't have this one, so that means he's only on 4 base. Gateway Scout. That seems to be the normal scout timing now. Sees nothing, he's hunting around. Still expands. Oh, with the battery. Huh. Yeah, we're just not really getting the reaction we want out of this. And we actually got delayed here because this probe happened to see my command center. So we're about even in workers. I mean, even for how the game should be for Terran Protoss. Maybe he's a little behind. He should probably have at least an 8 worker lead, actually. He's only ahead by 4. Their base, his will be up slightly before mine, but just very slightly. One of his workers is a scout, too. Took a bit of a beating there. But I think I only lost 1 Banshee. And, oh, I thought I thought all 4 of these structures I was going to get. Oh, he's building a Tempest, too. I didn't even look. I guess I don't really care about Tempest. I didn't notice this either. Not sure if I saw it. No. But I thought when I killed this pylon, I depowered all of this. Latest upgrade. Maybe I should go after the Cyber Core more often when I have the opportunity. Denies him making Stalkers, and if he's going Stargate, it denies his upgrade. It's unfortunate for him that this just happened to finish. It finishes and then he like shows his entire army. Shotting. Surprised he didn't fight, like, stutter step back, get some shots off. Yeah, and then it looks like he has no desire to take a 5th base, even though he's like super short on gas. That just feels like a straight up mistake. Poor Raven. Yeah, I mean, we played, what, 2 or 3 Protoss this session, and it's the same thing, they didn't overreact. Well, only 2 of them I did the hidden command center on. Neither of them overreacted. But all 3 Protoss, once I got to the mid-game, I just obliterated them. But I think they all made the same fundamental mistake, where they spent all their money on stack defense, and then went on offense anyways. he doesn't know what it's like playing against Sky Terran, obviously, but if he did, his playstyle should be to max out on a Sky Toss before he attacks. Because if we both attack in like the middle of the game, I'm going to have a much bigger army supply than he will. Well, let's find someone to host. That was a good session, wasn't it? Can't remember a loss. Yeah, I went 7-0. Sweet. Ah, this guy. This is a name I couldn't remember. This is a guy who plays Turtle Zerg, which is really interesting. So he'll actually expand slower than his opponent typically, which is something Zerg never does. But he'll like set up these like fortresses of like lurkers with stack defense, and then corruptors and spellcasters. So you have slowlings at the 13-minute mark. Nice. So it looks like he's going up against another turtle player. And I'd imagine his like you can argue Zerg has like the strongest late game, but it requires micro that no one has. Right? Because all their spellcasters are useful and they're not redundant. Like it's useful to have all the types. It's useful to have using injects and parasitic bombs and fungals and like basically all of them, but it's really hard to micro all that. But I'd imagine for his level, since this is all he does, he's probably much better than like every other Zerg at the level he plays at, which I think is like low GM. That's gonna be okay. There you go. Yeah. So when you play with less spaces in your opponent, you have to be cost effective, which is hilarious for a Zerg player to be cost effective like that. Anyways, let's still this guy a host. Because Zerg is just known as being like the cost inefficient but very big and swarmy army. I need to do this with my own channel, don't I? All right, well, enjoy Kai's stream, everyone, and I'm out of here. Have a good one.